Slingshot Drive Home Show. Hey, can we get that for our theme song every day? Get it, whatever. It's the Drive Home Show. It's cold. Well, the thermometer says 20 degrees, but it feels cold. It's got some nip in the air, wind in the chill, or chill in the wind. We're starting late today. It's 4:18 and the car clock, the car timing device. We got the heater on, seat heaters, trying to warm up. What else is going on? Got the brakes squeaking. We're not in no hurry today. We have to go to the store. Okay. We have to go to the store and get a Secret Santa gift. I just drove so fast I blew all the snow off my car what was on it. Here's what happened today in the world of sports. Twins won Game 7 of the World Series. It didn't happen today, but we watched it today. It's funny, Jack Morris was the winning pitcher in that game. He pitched 10 innings of scoreless baseball. And it just so happens that like yesterday or whatever, just recently, there's some kind of committee elected him, voted him into the Hall of Fame because he didn't make it like with the regular process and something. And so yeah, they're talking on the radio. He's on the radio, they're making the news. They're announcing it on the radio that he's got into the Hall of Fame through this vote. And they're talking about him being the winner of the Game 7 of the World Series and stuff. And I'm watching it. A couple of things I did tell you yesterday. If you listen to yesterday's program, I did say about how the Braves didn't score when they had runners at first and third and one out and stuff. They had golden opportunity, and I talked about how they're going to have the bases loaded. That part I hadn't watched yet. As I merge onto the 494 quickly and swiftly, that happened in the 8th inning. And there was one out when the bases were loaded. Here's what happened. This was the crucial play when Lonnie Smith led off with a single. Terry Pendleton hits a double off the wall in left field, but Chuck Knobloch and Greg Gagne perform a what do they call it? Bluff? Not a bluff, but there's a better word than bluff, but can't think of the word. It's a better word than bluff, but they pull it off. A fake. Oh, dude. Blowing back black smoke. Spitting out black smoke of that truck. Good thing I just passed it. Yeah, they pull off this fake. They fake out Lonnie Smith, making him think that the ball was grounded to Knobloch, and he fakes the throw to Gagne, and Gagne fakes the catch, which stuns and bewilders Lonnie Smith momentarily. Then he looks to try to find where is the ball. He kind of stops at second, and then he can't score. I mean, he could have walked home if he had not stopped, and it would have scored the run, and the Braves would have won the World Series because the Twins did not score until the 10th inning. So, so you would think that's kind of how it would play out, but things are kind of different. That's not to say exactly every event would have happened exactly the same way after that. But, okay, so then he ends up on third, and they have runners on second and third, and nobody out. Then they get, was it Ron Gant? They get him to ground to first to Herbeck. So Herbeck looks the runners back, he steps on first. Now there's one out. Now Dave Justice comes up. So then they intentionally walk Dave Justice to load the bases with one out. And that's when we got the Sid Bream hitting the 3-2-3 double play. Herbeck to Harper, back to Herbeck for the double play to end the inning, and no runs scored. The shutout is intact. Then in the bottom of the 8th, Twins, I don't know if it's bottom of the 8th, but the Twins had bases loaded with one out. they actually, what did they do? Gladden gets a base hit. Knobloch bunts him, tries to bunt him, and he ends up with a bunch single, so we got runners on first and second. Then Kirby, what did Kirby do? Did they walk Kirby? Yeah, they walked Kirby to load up the bait. Somehow we had runners on second and third. Or I don't remember. Sorry about that, fellas. But I end up with the bases loaded and Hrbek up. 1 out. Maybe it was that Knobloch did sacrifice Gladden to second, and then Kirby got a base hit or something, with runners on first and third or something. Maybe Kirby got I don't know. Anyways, they had runners, bases loaded with 1 out, and Hrbek up, and he lines out softly to Lemke, who grabs the ball, steps on second for the double play. And Knobloch was on second at that time. So I don't think they would intentionally walk Kirby with runners on first and second. They wouldn't intentionally walk Kirby. That wouldn't make any sense. So somehow he must have gotten a base hit. Or else the runners got to second and third and they just walked him to get to Hrbek. But then you know the rest of the story. In the 9th inning, they had their chances. Chili Davis. So that was the 8th inning. Chili Davis leads off with a base hit in the 9th inning. And then they pinch run Jarvis Brown to, for Chili Davis to try to get that run to score. Then that when Brian Harper. That's when Brian Harper sacrificed, and he ended up being safe because they went by the pitcher. There was second baseman was running the cover, so everybody was safe. Runners were first and second, nobody out. And then they had after Brian Harper, they had Shane Mack. Shane Mack hit into a double play. So they had the winning run on third with 2 outs. And they had Paul Sorrento pinch hit. Of all people, Paul Sorrento? And you know he didn't do anything because you don't remember who he is. Okay, the seat's hot now. Okay, we've already turned. We're going west. I didn't even remember turning to go west. It's a century here. So, yeah, that's what happened in the 9th inning, the 10th inning. I had thought that I had it in my head that Tom Kelly was wanting to take out Jack Morris. And, I pictured that he came out to the mound and like he was in trouble. And Kelly came out and said like, we're going to bring in so-and-so. And Jack Morris said, no, I can do it, leave me in, whatever. But that never happened. He got the Braves out 1-2-3 in the 10th inning. So that discussion that I heard about probably took place in the dugout between, while the Twins were batting in the 9th or whatever. So, the Twins in the bottom of the 10th, Gladden led off with a bloop single. It's kind of one of those Metrodome bouncers. Bounced over Lonnie Smith, but Ron Gant was right behind him to field it. But Gladden never broke stride around first. He went into second and he was safe. And looking at that, I'm not totally sure he touched first, but it was never in question. So I'm not gonna look back on it and go, ooh. I'm just gonna say, yep, we won. But then Chuck Knobloch. That's when Chuck Knobloch sacrificed Gladden over to third. So we got 1 out. We got the winning run on third, and then they intentionally walk Kirby Puckett, and they intentionally walk Ken Hrbek to load the bases with 1 out. And then that's why Gene Larkin. It should have been Chili Davis batting. It's I was thinking, why was Gene Larkin batting? Who did he pinch hit for? You know, but it's because they used the pinch runner, Jarvis Brown. They didn't want Jarvis Brown batting in that crucial spot. Otherwise, we might still be playing the game. The pinch hit Gene Larkin. He took the first pitch and he smacked it. It landed on the turf because the outfielders were playing in. And then we're the world champions, Minnesota Twins, 1991. It was funny, I was watching that game. This game is like on YouTube with commercial breaks. And they're like inserted right where a regular commercial break goes if you're watching the game. You know, where they break away to a commercial. There are no commercial breaks in the actual video, but YouTube is inserting commercial breaks right where they would go if you're watching the game live. As I look out at a pretty peachy orange sunset where there's actually no sun, but you can see the orange peach hue in the clouds at the horizon, the Plymouth horizon. So yeah, they insert a commercial break on YouTube, and it's like this guy at a drugstore looking for cold medicines or something. And I'm totally fooled at this point. I'm not realizing that it's a YouTube inserted commercial. I'm thinking it's a 1991 commercial. And he's saying some pretty modern stuff. Like, I can't remember what he's saying, but then he like whips out his smartphone to like FaceTime somebody and say like, what is the medicine I'm supposed to get now? And I'm like, hey, oh, wait a minute. They didn't have smartphones back then. They didn't even have cell phones. They only had like $3,000 cell phones in a case with a big suitcase attached that you couldn't even receive calls. You only could make calls. That's all they had for cell phones back then. Actually, I think they had the Radio Shack brick was available by then. There was a commercial in the original World Series. Guess what I'm doing? I'm talking on my cellular phone. I'm sitting out in a boat talking to you on my cellular phone. So that was kind of funny. Kind of tricked me, kind of fooled me. It's 4:34 now on the drive home show clock. We're down to 18 degrees. I have to get cash. What am I going to do now here? I have to get cash. I was going to take like Highway 10 because I'm going to Walmart to look for this candle type thing, and this car is going like super slow. Oh my gosh. But now I just realized I need to get cash because I ordered some cashews from work. Somebody at work doing a fundraiser for Christmas, and I'm going to need cash to pay for it. So I need to go by the ATM. The only ATM that's free is the one at my Firefly Credit Union. So I think I will go there, go that route, and then I'll drive, get on University and go down to Walmart. If you're driving from Tulsa to Minnesota, wake up! Hey, there's a Home Alone 2 billboard, movable electronic digital billboard, Home Alone 2 Raising Cane's advertisement. That's pretty cool. Hey, Harry! My feet are still cold. I should run today. I don't know. I'm going to be getting home late. I'm going to be getting home a little late because of this shopping stuff. Yeah, there's a slowdown here. See, I would have been going Highway 10 and I would have avoided all this, but I had to get cash. I suppose I could have done it after, but it's too late now. It is too late now. blah, 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 blah. So I lost about more than $15 million dollars in Slotomania today. I get angry with that game. Have you guys ever played Slotomania? Okay, here's my number one rule. Number one rule on Slotomania: do not ever pay real money to play a fake game, a fake slot machine game. That's the rule number one. Do not ever give them real hard-earned money. Even if it's like only $1 and you can get 70 million coins or whatever. Don't do it. So I was like, everything I built, I was yawning and stuff. Everything I won and built up is from nothing, from whatever they start you off with. Now they are, yeah, you idiot. I don't appreciate that. Truck, white Tacoma, Toyota Tacoma, butting its way in on me when their merging lane was ended. Anyway, so whatever started off with whatever they give you on the Slotomania game, I've built it up to like $55 million, and then I've like lost it all, and then I built it up again to like 10 million, I don't know, 14 million, and then lost it all, and then most recently built it back up to like 30 million, and then today I lost about 17 million of that, because I'm playing this stupid game where it's like an adventure land or a quest. They give you like assignments of what you need to do. Yeah, I should get in this other lane because this truck is really super slow, but I'm not. I'm just gonna stay in this lane and wait it out. Get in, just go. This quest is like, you play this game and you need to win $345,000, and you need to play 2 bonus games, and you need to collect 12 scatters. So it's like something you can try to do, and usually when they have those quest things, the slot games are a little bit more giving, because it's like you want people to play, you want to get them hooked, you want to win. So, okay, yeah, I'll play this. So I go to the first quest and I win like $3 million like on a first spin or something, and I'm like, oh, I'm hooked. Now I'm gonna play more. So I'm gonna play the next quest, and it's a different game, and then it's a different game, and then each time you win, you win 3,500 coins. Oh, you've got 30 million, but you got to do this and try to win 3,500 coins if you do it. So yeah, I got upset. Like, there's one game is like, you have the part of the quest is you got to win like $540,000 in bonus or free spins. So that tells me, and one of the other quests is that you have to get free spins. So that tells me that if you play, you're most likely going to get some free spins. And it's just like this one game where you really hit some pay dirt. We're getting off on Long Lake Road today because the freeway looks kind of really slow. And I need to go to the bank anyway, so that's what we're going to do. Oh wait, now it's moving. So we'll stay on the freeway. We're going to Silver Lake Road. Might be a mistake, but it looks like it's moving pretty well. Maybe we can make it to Silver Lake Road. So I'm thinking it's pretty much you're gonna get some free spins, and so I bet high I bet high because I want a high payoff. But then you start losing your money. Like I'm betting 120,000 per spin. So 5 spins, you're down $1 million in 5 spins if you don't win anything. So yeah, so I just let it go 50 spins, and then I lost $3 million. So and then before you know it, you're down 13 million, 17 million, or whatever. So that's a dumb game. And it's not even Christmas. I want like Christmas. Let me play the Santa Claus slot. Let me play the Elf slot. Let me play the Santa Claus 2 or this All-Star Christmas. Let me play those games, or do the Elvis. There's an Elvis one. They modified the Elvis one to be elves. Let me play those. No, we're playing these dumb, non-Christmas related games. So poo to you. Getting off Silver Lake Road now. I know from listening to other drive home shows that you guys can hear the blinkers. You guys can hear the blinkers when I turn the blinkers on. It's kind of distracting if you're driving, like just like that. Can you hear that? If you're driving home, if you're driving over long distances and you're listening to the show to keep you awake, which is probably the only reason you ever listen to this show, really, to be honest, to be truthful. And you're driving along, and then you're probably listening with headphones because you don't want everybody in the car to hear you. And then you hear that click, 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 click. And I'm like, what? I'm not turning. I'm going straight. Nobody wants to play with a Charlie in the box. So, I know, I understand, but can't help it. I got to drive and I got to use my signals. I have to use my turn signals. It's the law of the road. It's the law of the... It's a law. I haven't been down Silver Lake Road for a while. It's this nice big hill where people slide down in sleds. A sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle bells. I need to get a phone dashboard, phone mount thingy with an extension before we go to Tulsa for Christmas, so I could get some footage on the road. We're gonna do a vlog. We're gonna do some on the phone, the iPhone. We're gonna do some on the camcorder. I don't know, what do you call those things now? The digital camcorder. We're gonna do some on the iPhone. We might, since Paulita's got an iPhone with the camera, and Paula's got an iPhone, and Jerry's got an iPhone, Scott Jr. has an iPhone, and Christina has an iPhone. I think Andrew has an iPhone. They could all do like recordings and send them to me, and so like, you know, we could just do like a major production. Yeah, it's not going to be all like that. We're turning on Rice Creek Road. Well, we're waiting at a red light now. I had a green, but it took too long. $2.49 is the price of gas these days. $2.49 is the price of gas these days. If you sit on my lap today, a kiss a toy is the price you pay. If you sit on my lap today, a kiss a toy is the price to pay. I got a green arrow. I didn't really notice any Christmas lighthouses. Whoop, whoop. Coming down. There's one. It's an apartment building that has Christmas lights. I've driven by our old house, and I've not seen any Christmas lights on our old house. It's still kind of bitter that we lost it. We gave it up, really. But I'm putting my phone down right here. I'm going to talk kind of loud. Just preparing because I'm going to have to go to the cash machine. And here's a couple of Christmas lighthouses. Those are pretty. Those are pretty. That was something that somebody said. One of like Steve's classmates or remember that quote. Those are pretty. Can't remember where it came from, but definitely it strikes a chord of remembrance. Maybe you guys know out there in Drive Home land. Those are pretty. Okay, we're going to the Firefly Credit Union. Is this car backing up? What is it doing? It looks like it has backup lights on, but he's not backing up. It is not backing up. I'm going to the ATM. The ATM machine light is not on, so it better be working. I don't want to talk to real people. I'm just kidding. What is this? It's an old receipt. I don't want this old receipt. I can look at somebody. Oh, they got $313 in their account. Every time I get here, I have to think, do I remember my 4-digit PIN? And yes, I do. I'm wearing my Gorilla Gloves, where I can pull credit cards out of thin sleeves without taking the glove off. Continue. Withdraw. Checking. We get about $65. Oh, I think it's in multiples of 20. I misread that. It's going to come back and tell me it can't. Okay, so I'll do $40. Whoa, hide the jackpot. 2 crisp $20 bills. Alright, there's a car behind me, but I'm not moving until I completely return my things back in my wallet correctly. Come on. There we go. Oh, alright, now we gotta return my seat buckle. And now, why is this car following me? You stupid head. You stupid head. You came and decided you were going to take a left turn in front of the oncoming traffic because you're cool. And you spun out your wheels and you almost got hit. That's why you don't do stupid things like that. Wow. We are on Old Central. Well, I guess I'll go since you're not going. Now we're on Mississippi. It's 4:54 on the drive home clock. It's starting to get warm. Let's turn down the heat sensors. Yeah, what are we gonna do here? Crap. I'm gonna go into this lane because it's like these people way back or I'm in the right lane. These people way back are not gonna make the light. I was gonna turn right at the light and go up Highway 65, but they're so far back that you'd have to wait another light. To be honest, to be actually truthful, I'm just gonna take Mississippi back to University and then go up to University to Walmart.
Peace, honor, and mercy, my God and sinners.
This is what I like, the old hymns.
Join the triumph of the sky. Christ is born.
toy stuffed doll Mickey Mouse at Walmart for $5, but I'm like, that's dumb. That's not a cool present. That's not cool. I need something better. But I got the Mickey Mouse just in case. I couldn't find nothing else. But here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to red to the yellow to the red. Made it. Now we're on University going northward. Scotty, Mr. Southward Head. Mr. Southward Head. Scotty, Mr. Southward Head. Anyways, so I'm gonna get like a candle, one of those kind of Christmas type scented candles or whatever, something like that. And then I'm gonna take the Mickey Mouse doll and I'm gonna like wrap its arms around the candle like he's hugging the candle, and like gonna rubber band his arms so like he's securely holding the candle. That's cool. That's gonna be like, okay, that'll be Christmassy and Mickey Mousey, and you can use it as a Christmas decoration, or you can light the candle and have Christmas smells in the house. What do you want for $5? You can't get anything for $5. So it's gonna be like $10. It's a gift that keeps on giving. I don't know why there's a Taco Bell sign on the car wash at the Holiday Station store on the corner of 73rd Avenue and University Avenue, Highway 47. There's a Holiday Station store with a Taco Bell attached to it, but they got like a Taco Bell sign on the car wash. The car wash is detached. It's not even attached to the Holiday Station store. It's a separate building across the parking lot. But they got the Taco Bell sign on the car wash. I think that's a little bit misleading. I think that's false advertisement. It's like you could go to the car wash and get some Taco Bell while you're getting your car washed. That's not accurate. It's kind of the Chicago accent with a little bit of a Dan Aykroyd kind of flavor to it. It's just what, it's kind of like Dan Aykroyd Chicago accent kind of thing. I'm talking about early 70s Dan Aykroyd, like the beginning of the Saturday Night Live show, like 75-ish, 77-ish, early Dan Aykroyd. The two not ready for primetime players, those guys. When he's talking about the bagel broken glass, and it's like, that's not a safe toy. Well, what is this? Nerf ball. Huh? The kid's playing with a toy. He suffocates himself on a Nerf ball. That's not a safe toy. This bag of glass has a warning on it. Warning, contains broken glass. It's clearly warned. It's clearly stated on the package. And we're almost to the Walmart. I can see the Walmart from my car, but I can't go in because I'm still on the highway. I don't know if this is a highway, but it's considered a highway because it's Highway 47, but there are traffic lights on it. But there can be traffic lights on highways. There just can't be traffic lights on freeways. But there are some highways like Highway 100 where there ain't no traffic lights anymore. But there used to be, because one long time ago there used to be a traffic light at 36th Avenue, and now there isn't because they put a bridge over it. And I guess I can turn now. There's a green arrow I can turn as I was going to stop and put my wallet in my pocket, but now I'm not putting it in my pocket because I'm turning left because got a green arrow. Now I've turned left. I'm just passing the Red Lobster, and now I'm going to the other turn where I can go into the Walmart. My Chicago Dan Aykroyd Chicago accent is starting to turn into like the Swedish Sven and Ole. Yeah, sure. No, what are you doing? What are you doing? You don't come into the Walmart parking lot and stop and turn left while there's cars coming, and you have to yield to them. You got like a whole bunch of cars behind you that are waiting behind you, and you're holding them up, and you're just going to cause an accident because you got people coming off the streets into the parking lot, and you're sitting there, boom, as soon as they come off the streets into the parking lot, boom, you got to stop because you're sitting there waiting to turn left as approaching cars are coming at you, and you're just holding up everything, and you're just making a dangerous situation for everybody involved. Merry Christmas. Okay, we're looking for candles, and then I got whatever things Paulita needs in her grocery list. I don't know what those could be. I know maybe one of them All right, thanks for listening to the Drive Home Show, guys. We're gonna stop the show here, even though we're not home. It's 46 minutes. That's a pretty good long time on the Drive Home Show. Oops. But thanks for listening to Nat King Cole singing about the Christmas tree. And keep your feet in the ground and keep reaching for the stars. And everything I do, the Drive Home Show.